This week, our jaunts take us to the charming city of Charleston.
We're exploring its stunning streets, uncovering local legends and finding out why you might be in someone else's radar. We're visiting our 5th stay on this trip. We're here in South Carolina in the beautiful city of Charleston. So come with us, we'll show you more of the city. First stop,
Rainbow Row.
Let's go.
You don't want to drive over the big bridge and you do want to go to the USS Yorktown. There's actually...
So behind me on East Bay Street here is Rainbow Row. Every single colour of the rainbow here. It is fantastic, and the pristine buildings, beautiful shutters here in the French Quarter. What a beautiful area.
Charleston is a really beautiful city, but like much of this East Coast, it was settled, it's amongst the first places to be settled, and it does have some horrible histories. This place was extremely wealthy, and part of that, a major part of that wealth came from the plantations and the use of enslaved people. So it does have that dark history as well as all this beauty.
And even today it feels rich. We've been to many states, been to many cities. This probably feels the richest. What an unusual fountain. A pineapple. Now, I only recently found out having pineapples in your house means to so many people. And I'm sure that many of yours know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't, it's quite related to a sign to give to people that you are a swinger. So if you've got pineapples in your house, or you've got a fountain in your garden that's shaped like a pineapple, beware, you may be on other people's radar. Look at these amazing buildings around us. We could be back in New Orleans in the French Quarter, and funny enough, we're in the French Quarter in Charleston. So many similar buildings, great atmosphere. But what I would say about Charleston is it's absolutely pristine.
And a wee French town with that one.
Good.
Okay.
I know, they're young. They're like...
This market is absolutely huge. I feel as though when I was walking through it, it was just endless. It's got 4 huge blocks, and it's been running since 1804, making it the oldest street market or city market in the whole of the USA. Wow. Now that's something. If you like a bit of shopping, a bit of eating, a bit of artisan, this is your place.
That's cool.
How's this for a fire station? The fire department of Charleston. And look at the fire engines, they are absolutely wonderful. It's something in the UK we only see on the TV, but this place is unique. We'll take you now to Charleston College. This is the oldest municipal college in the whole of the USA.
All sorts of legends abound, and we're going to take you to one of them. Now this is where the students all graduate, and isn't this beautiful? Now, legend has it, this here is called the Cistern. And way back when, this would have held water, I imagine, given its name. Students, undergraduates are all told if you walk in that, you'll never graduate. So legend has it that they're all scared to walk on there. And when they graduate, on the day of their graduation and the graduands, they are allowed to, and they do, walk across that. I'm never going to graduate from here, so I'm walking across.
I'm definitely following you, so I'm not graduating either.
A nice bit of symbolism there, although I wonder, do you think it was just the gardener that started that to keep them off his grass?
Luckily, my nephew and my niece chose not to step in this grass because they graduated here with flying colours, and there was nothing luck about it. It was hard work, but they both done amazing. Congratulations to both of them. And it's great to be in the university,
It is.
the college. It's phenomenal, and what a beautiful place to come.
The lights are beautiful. It's just like an amplification of the Spanish moss, isn't it?
Is there Spanish moss in Spain?
I do not know. We need to check that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Absolutely beautiful. Wow, look at these buildings. It's like, imagine coming to college here. This is fantastic. And it feels as though the college is, it's almost as though they've caught all the architecture here in Charleston and just brought it into one place to showcase what a beautiful place it is. I do not think I've ever seen a better college, uni than this. This is so cute. It's so historic looking.
It feels less grand than European universities.
Yeah.
They've always got the ancient stone buildings that you can see have been there for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years. But it's so picturesque, it is so charming. And Charleston is certainly charming. Our nephew recommended Sabatino's pizza, so we're hoping it's good, because insider information always makes a difference. Hi. Can we have 2 slices of the cheese pizza, please? Ooh, looks good.
I love your accent, by the way. It's very
That looks great.
It does look great. Look at the size of them. There's not many bargains in the USA, but 2 big slices in a can for $10. I consider that a bargain. And totally took on the recommendation. I'm looking forward to it. Beautiful. Anyway, enough. Going to eat it.
It's good.
Bit of surprise here, Nicola. Booked the hotel already. Not waited till the evening.
Oh, you're getting organised.
Yeah.
You're just showing off now.
And it's the Marion Hotel just behind us.
That one there?
Yeah.
You kidding?
No.
Beach Travel Lodge. Wow, that looks a bit fancy.
Right on the square here.
Nice.
And this is Marion Square.
Yes. Seems to me they are well used. They're decorated at Christmas, they're used, we're coming up to Thanksgiving, there's something over there happening for Thanksgiving. Oh, it's a turkey day run. Ah, poor turkeys can't run though, can they?
Absolutely not. We're going to get ourselves onto King Street now. Now this is the main shopping street for Charleston. First impressions, it looks very quaint, lovely wee shops, and it just exhibits the architecture here in Charleston. Charleston has certainly surpassed all my expectations. There's so much to do. I think my only regret is I'm not here long enough, because I think there's definitely plenty to do. You can spend a few weeks here. Cool.
We are looking for a speakeasy. Charleston is famous for them. In fact, this whole East Coast is famous for them because, you know, they had all those years of prohibition and they just set up these wee, you know, behind closed doors speakeasies. And they're called speakeasies because everyone was told to speak easy, and that just meant stay quiet so that we didn't draw attention to ourselves. So come with us while we find this alley, Burns Alley speakeasy.
I think listen to the loudness of it. I think maybe if they did it nowadays, they'd be found.
Yeah, they'd be caught in like 3 minutes by the sounds of things.
Yep.
But let's go and see. Have we? Yeah, we've gone past it.
This lane here.
Burns Lane. Okay. We're along here.
I'm not very quiet, so I don't know if I'll get caught. We'll give it a shot. This is cool. We're heading to the car park, and I know a car park's not an interesting place to be heading to, but this is the second time we've picked the car up from the car park in our travels here. Now we parked $24 for the day, and then I discovered it wasn't a rolling 24 hours, it was just the day, and it was going to cost $48. So last night decided 6 PM, move the car, get a free parking until 9 o'clock this morning. But on the move, trying to find a space, I managed to knock the wheel off the curb, and probably cost a lot more than $24, so slightly pissed off myself. But 6:30 this morning, Nicola heard the road sweepers out, and she woke me up saying, "I think this street's getting this street's getting cleaned this morning." And I'm like, "Probably not." And then we're looking, we couldn't really figure it out, and turns out the road was getting swept this morning. So I, just in the nick of time, got the car before it got towed away.
If you've watched our previous videos, you'll know that I'm beginning to find the parking to be quite irritating. This morning was definitely one of those examples, but I'll be honest, it quickly turned into amusement when poor James had to be running about moving the car, and it turns out
Back into the car park.
well, back into the car park, but it turns out the road wasn't getting swept at all this morning, so anyway.
Fair annoying. We're probably not going to be that far off $48. And even more annoying, the fact that I dinked the alloy on the curb. That was the second one. We're getting along yesterday along the road, and a big truck whacked a big stone up, and we've chipped the windscreen as well, so this isn't going to go too well when we drop this hire car off. We hope you enjoyed Charleston, the brilliant city on the east coast of the USA.
I certainly loved it.
Me too, I think it's a cracking city, and the only thing I would say I don't like is the fact I'm not spending more time here, because I think the whole area has got so much to offer, not just Charleston itself on the peninsula.
Yeah, it's lovely.
So I hope you enjoyed the content, and please like and subscribe so we can continue to make this content from the USA, Europe and beyond. See you next time.